Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian
Hello, my love.
and Brett,
What's up?
my loves. We are here to talk one of our favorite and most toxic television shows that we cover here on the Reality Guys. This would have to be 90 Day Fiancé. The other way, specifically, this is season 4, episode 5. Lies have got no legs, boys. This was an eventful episode, really, for the entire crew. This one was spread out really well. Gabe and Isabel had some real big stuff going on. We had Danielle and Johan doing a bunch of stuff. Jen and Rishi. We'll talk about Jen and Rishi. Osama and the person I claim to be the only normal person on the show, which you guys may laugh about, but I'll defend it later. Debbie. We obviously had, unfortunately, Jamie and Kris. And also we're gonna start though with our favorite Stockholm syndrome wife, Nicole and Mahmoud. We did say my love. We are sick of my love. Please stop. We know it won't stop. The only thing that's gonna stop it is her inevitable escape from I don't know if it's a kingdom or country of Egypt, but she's getting the F out of the pyramids and out of the strip. The amount of red flags in one episode you could have is for someone you're not allowed to meet his friends, and when you meet them they won't talk to you. It's like a tribunal, like group investigation against you when it's happening. He is like you have to ask if you can sit at the bars, and she's like, is that not normal? Like, it's just go go
Again,
Right.
man, like, how did you sign up for this? I don't feel bad for her at all. You should know this. Google.
She's left before.
Exactly. She's been
Did
there.
they say why he couldn't come to America?
She probably can't get like a green card or
Yeah,
a
it
working
might be
thing.
like,
Probably
no,
doesn't,
she
doesn't
remember she
do
denied it.
anything.
Yeah, she like didn't want, like, denied it for something, or she didn't follow through with something on. They said it in, like,
She didn't probably want to marry him in the U.S. Like,
Yeah.
But
That's wild that she can't go to coffee shops and stuff like that. Or, I mean, at the restaurant they were at, I saw a woman in the background. So I guess women can go places, but I was like, are they doing arranged marriages in Egypt too? Because how do these dudes meet women to marry them? Or they just walk up and be like, "You're mine now," and then they get married.
I don't know.
It depends on the religion, obviously, and whatever, like the structure. Someone's like more traditional versus not, obviously, as we'll see a lot of these families. And then we're dealing with different countries, you know what I mean? When we get over to like the Rishi stuff and all, like they're in India, right? Nicole, Mahmoud, they're in Egypt, right? So again, there are, and we may think that's like not too different, but it could be little. I mean, it's like a world's difference. Like every one of the countries and all the structures are very different. So either way, the whole point being is it's like there's nothing. You would think her going back would be based upon some kind of promise of change, and that isn't the case. She maybe not happy. She probably not happy at home either in America. There's a lot going on there, dude.
They clearly love each other.
Obviously, dude.
So that's why she went back.
Every sentence they express it.
I want to talk Jen and Rishi. Poor Jen. Again, I don't. You know what? All right. Before I even do this, I said this pre-show. I'm gonna say it now. There's no poor anybody on this show. There is a level of, and I'm sorry, I'll use the word. There's a level of actual base craziness that you have to have, and base sadness and trauma to come on this show. So I'm sorry, like if any of you are surprised, this is season 4 of just even of this premise. I didn't even know this premise existed. So there's been 3 seasons where people have gone and obviously been not that great of an idea. I promise without going back and watching those seasons that the hit rate ain't that well. Right? Like, so yeah. I don't want to hear it. I don't hear any of you complaining. We're going to laugh about it. And we're going to, while we review these, be like, yeah, this is crazier than that. Or this is more intense than that. But like, I don't feel bad for anybody on the show. I'm gonna say that right now. Speaking of which, Jen, kind of feel bad for Jen. Jen is not gonna. Wasn't gonna meet the family. Now she's gonna meet the family. That's dumb. Then they're gonna bring a second friend to kind of run a screen pass basically for her. That's dumb. Then Sanjeet MVP of the whole episode, because Sanjeet just snitches on him, dude. Oh yeah, family's got people lined up. It's been going on for years. Yeah, and Oh, she is not happy. She don't even want to sit next to him in the taxi.
I was just hoping she'd blow it up at the meeting the family, like to the mom. That would have been great TV.
I got a great quote from the mom where so her subtitles say, "What is she like over here about us Indians?" Good question. I don't know.
I mean, probably less and less about him every day.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah,
he
he's a
sucks.
loser.
I mean, she doesn't have too many options on her cattle farm in Oklahoma, so
like what? Like that's the thing that just blows my mind. Like the levels you must hit so that this is where you're gonna go to get married.
It's nuts. Speaking of nuts, Gabe, look, I like Gabe and Isabel a lot. We've talked about them being normal, but Gabe seemed like he had a company that was doing decent in the US. Why does I must like he's still gonna sell in the US, right? Like I don't understand his whole thing. Like he's moving his whole company to Colombia. Like why? Like
well, I think he does everything.
But he even makes it all himself.
Yeah, he makes it all.
Yeah, and then
like he was mad because his little stamper machine was back in Miami, which I guess he needs to put his logo on there. Because I mean, there must be a lot of knockoff fake dick underwear out there. Got to know it's his.
I wonder this, but there's probably not a lot of fake dick underwear in Colombia. He's gonna sell it not just to like trans people. He's just gonna sell that underwear to anybody when it comes down to it.
Isn't it just essentially a cod piece?
It's just padding, dude.
It's like underwear with like if you were wearing a
tube sock.
Like a
it's like a cod. It's a cod piece. They used to wear that in the not the Middle East, the Middle Ages.
I'm surprised that he's supporting himself, her, and her 2 children on this company. I didn't know there was such high demand for these.
I don't think everyone always realizes that they're just buying. They think they're just buying like athletic underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else do I have here that I really want to talk about? Okay. Yeah. Danielle and Johan the butcher. So he definitely got a chick pregnant at some point. They had an abortion, right? But like he lied about that in the past. Yeah, there it is in the butcher knife. There we go. Double use of the prop. And I've seen some stuff about her on Twitter and Instagram recently. Apparently, she is like awful and has like a ton of debt as well, which makes me laugh about her like being like a big like a-hole to him about his crappy business practices. So like they're going for a disaster.
Yeah, I think they might be done.
Yeah, they should be. I think she wanted a way out or use this abortion thing as her way out because he lied about it or something. I have a great quote from him also where he basically says, "I have been with a lot of women." So this dude's just out there, plowing the fields.
Like she was offended that he didn't like want to be involved in her like mysticism stuff.
Oh, well, this is okay. I did my last note for Danielle and Johan. Johan is anti-witchcraft, which I'm all about because everyone knows my bachelor rules, so no black magic, voodoo, witchcraft on these reality TV shows. We're gonna stay away from that.
And she's like blown away by that too. Like he's so immature. I'd be like, I'm agreeing with him on all accounts here.
She dropped $235 American in that store. What did she buy?
Bullshit. Is what she bought.
Speaking about dropping money in the store, do you think it was okay for Kris to buy her knife?
100%.
I think everyone should be able to have a little pocket knife like me. I think that it is economical. It is safe. You need to be able to have your poses like she was showing, like you got to be ready.
Yeah, dude. So, Call of Duty. She like had the gun here where you're like this,
Jack Bauer.
Yeah, why didn't she just buy a gun? She just really likes knives, I guess, because they were selling guns in that store too.
And it's kind of like how you go to a farmer's market, right? Like we could buy knives, samurai swords, throwing stars, but we probably need like more to buy a gun. But also, who knows in Colombia?
If a samurai sword was an option, I would have bought that for sure.
I'm just really glad that Jamie's starting to see like
that she's crazy.
Like she like listed off all the things that were going on. I was like, you're saying it out loud that now it's time to walk.
Did anyone else know that there was like a robot translator thing that like existed? I swear to God, I thought I was watching like an Avengers, like a
That was
Kang
awesome.
technology.
I like want to get one of those
I
now.
I said to my wife, I thought it was like I thought at first that like I swear to God, this you guys will laugh at this. I thought there was just something else wrong with Kris. Her voice was gone, and it was like a I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
That was
mean, I
so
assume
cool.
those probably existed because, I mean, if they didn't,
I've
just
never seen
invent
it
one.
before.
Dude, it
Yeah.
even changed the tone of when like somebody would speak English
The
to Spanish.
accent,
It
yeah.
wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't like the same person. It was so cool. I'm going to
There's no
Greece in a
reason to ever
couple
learn
months. I need
another
that.
language. You can just buy that. Buy that.
I need that. I'm gonna look into it.
Electronic translator machine,
I'm gonna
Brian.
buy one of those and go down to Colombia or something and try to pick up the Spanish chicks
Could we
with
be
my
the first show ever that
translator.
does a whole YouTube review in that? Like we just talk into it and it just speaks.
I would buy like there's some like cheaper ones, but there's some that are like actually more expensive. I would almost go for like the more expensive one. It's something that would
Yeah.
be actually really worth it, I
Like I wanted
think.
to pick up all languages and like slang.
You can be like Mr. Beast and have YouTube channels in all these different countries
This
and like
$300 one is called Fluent Talk, and it says there's like 40 languages available.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'll have to take a
There might
peek.
be some cheaper than that too. There's some other ones. There's a $70 one on Amazon, but like I don't know. No free ads, but like oh, 129. This one kind of looks like the one they kind of had. So okay. You know,
Yeah,
there's ranges.
I thought they were living in the future. Like that was cool.
I was freaked out. Last thing I want to quickly touch on Debbie and Osama. We got to meet Osama. Osama doesn't have a job because he's too busy writing poems on his think book. That was nice. Um, they don't have as many goats and chickens as I would have liked. I think they need a little bit more to build up the empire there. We did get to meet his father, Muhammad, as well, though. Seems like a hardworking man. So no kick flips this week, though.
I'm
in the
really
intro.
I'm really looking forward to Debbie like seeing where they live.
I think Debbie's going to start spending money quick.
Oh yeah.
I know I was kind of trash talking to Osama last week, but having actually seen him on camera, I think he's a certified lover boy, writing all that poetry and sweet, sweet nothings to her. And I think he actually likes her. I don't think this is a scam. I think
No,
he's a weirdo, and he's like their souls are connected. So I don't think he's trying to like steal her money or anything. He even said he doesn't want to get married yet because he has to be sure.
He's a cat dude too.
Yeah. He said
yeah,
he likes cats because they're quiet, but then he's also I don't know if he's ever spoken to Debbie because she's loud.
Yeah.
yeah. Cats also aren't quiet. They aren't just like silent all day. They meow. They smack things. They make noises in other ways. Trust me, I have a cat.
That's true.
Great cat, but he
Scratching
makes
things.
plenty of noises. Yeah. Again, look, this show is bananas. This show is crazy. We have an event coming up that involves rankings, and this show is like surprisingly high up in my ranks. I think you guys can't get the craziness out of my head. Like, I'm not saying it's objectively that great of a show. The scenario to me is like just I I'm exhausted and it's Sunday night and I have plenty of things. I have a whole work week starting this week, right? And I still watch the show because it's dangerous.
You just never know what's gonna happen. Anything can happen on the show.
Yeah. Overall good. I think we're going to continue on. Lots of stuff this week on the channel. We just how we will see the video before this one, or a few before this one probably will be the MILF Manor review. Also look out for Below Deck and The Bachelor. We have the series premiere of the Challenge World Championships, also covering the second week of Survivor 44. We have Jersey Shore Family Vacation. We'll be doing Married at First Sight. Yeah, I think that's basically it for this week. We do have a new season of Love is Blind premiering soon. We did cover all of The Perfect Match on Netflix. Check out our playlist for that. Also, look out for our TikToks. We've been covering a lot of things, reality TV news, things like Vanderpump, Below Deck. Brian's been doing 60-second reviews of Love Island UK. Brett's been throwing in some things like Bachelor Batman and some other Australian Survivor stuff. So hopefully some more of those to come. But for myself, Brian, and Brett, thank you. Peace.